What's up guys and welcome back, I'm Hate It, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the whole map, that way I can show you where the high tier, mid tier, and low tier loot is, because nothing's worse than dropping in, finding out there's no guns because you don't know anything about the area, and then dying because of it. So in order to prevent that, what I'm doing is putting this video together, that way you know exactly where to drop tomorrow when the game launches. That's right, Contractors Showdown will be releasing on April 25th. And if you pre-ordered, you're going to be getting the skill issue bundle. For those of you looking to get on your feet quickly, I do have another video right up here in the top right hand corner. This one covers everything about the game, all the mechanics, all the vending machines, everything you need to know to get into combat right away. These locations are not going to be going in any particular order, but we're going to be starting with the graveyard. This is found in the upper central part of the map. Of course, when you're dropping in, you're probably going to see another person or two with you because this is kind of a known area for good mid-tier loot. But when you do land, just know that the church does have a lot of loot in there. You can take out a person, possibly even two, maybe even three, or potentially even four. So this does come with one weapon crate, a purple station on site, and 2 cash boxes. This will give you enough money for your upgrades, but the best part about the graveyard isn't necessarily the boxes that it comes with, it's all of the loot in the underground tunnels. When you get into the tunnels, there's a lot of ammo and a lot of guns that you can find, but what I like about it is the exit is just on the outskirts of graveyard itself. The Relic Ruins, right next to the graveyard. This is my personal favorite place to loot. It comes with a high tier gun crate, 2 gun crates, and 2 cash crates. This place is very big, and honestly it's the aesthetics that really captivate me. I love the vibe of this area. I usually go towards the high tier gun crate, and there's a little cave that most people don't know about. Right over here up the staircase, there's usually an armor extension of some sort in there. It's usually going to be armor or a backpack extension. All 3 vending machines are on site, but also just outside of the ruins is another insurance. Most of the time I don't find the attachments I need, so I just purchase them out of the red vending. And of course, always visit the purple vending machine so you can get your expansions. But I do want to note, don't be afraid to loot in the first zone. You can always out heal the first zone with band-aids and a syringe. So for the ruins, I will linger in the storm to get all the cash that I can. Next one up is Old Town. Now this one is a mid-tier loot area, but it is very sizable. This has a gun crate, 2 med crates, and a cash crate. And again, these gun crates always have a chance to get that MC5 spear in there. That gun is a beast. However, I only got the HK in this, but the HK is still a good gun. Now this comes with both purple and red stations on site, and just outside of the area on both sides are insurance stations 300 meters away. In this place, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to be running across NPCs. When you kill these NPCs, you have a chance to get a self-revive or a fat stack of cash. Honestly, I prefer the fat racks. Now if this is close to the path of the airplane, then this is going to be a hot zone. However, during the recording I went out of my way to drop into here because I wanted to show you this. Inside this church has a lot of loot. And when you're done looting at Old Town, you can go right over to Night Town and continue looting. Now for Night Town, it is a high tier loot area because you have a high tier crate and 2 stacks of cash. However, again, this is a big neighborhood just like Old Town, so there's a lot of loot here. This one comes with all 3 stations on site. You're gonna see the purple, the red, and the insurance station. Now the good thing about having all 3 stations on site is the fact that when you land, you can grab some cash, especially if you're running with a tycoon perk. Grab whatever loot you need, and then purchase a respawn right out of the insurance. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about here, that means you have not seen my full beginner's guide. You're gonna wanna check it out in the top right hand corner. It goes over everything to get you up and running ASAP. So not only do you have all of these buildings to loot from, there's also a casino that has quite a bit of cash in it. The building to the right of that has a bunch of cash as well. So whatever guns you end up with, you're gonna fully kit them out, get your armor upgrade, your backpack upgrade, and your mag extensions, and then just move to the final zone and get your win. Next up is the Lost Resort. This is a low tier loot area, but it does come with a gun crate and 2 med crates. What I do like about this is it does have an insurance station on site. One thing I would like to note here is the fact that this insurance station is one of the ones that I hit from Old Town. There are a lot of little tents and little stands that you can get your loot from. This is a nice open area on the beach, so you will be hearing a lot of bird sounds and a lot of wind. But I do like the way this campground looks. Possibly the biggest attraction here is going to be Laughterland, this circus tent right here. Inside of it you do have quite a bit of loot, but it is a nice close contained area, so gunfights will be insane. And if you do follow this all the way around, you will end up in Night Town where the casino is. Next up is Outlaw's Den. This is a high tier loot zone. You have a high tier crate and 2 weapon crates. Flying in, you can see there is a red buy station on the left. This is pretty much a multi-level construction site. If you're running a full trio, there is plenty of loot here. You can just take this zip and go right over. You can see there is a purple buy station on site, which is great. While I was recording this, I did get pulled up on by a full squad. Luckily, I was already done looting the high tier crates, so I utilized this prime vending machine for its cluster bombs and UAVs, and I took out the whole squad. Next one up is called Clifton, and it too is a high tier loot area. This one has a high tier gun crate and 2 cash crates. This seemed to be a popular area as I dropped in with a 2-man squad. However, I was able to retrieve both cash crates and then took out that duo to confiscate that high tier loot. Now I did want to mention that there is a purple buy station on site and an insurance station near. However, I did not utilize it during this recording. Black Market, which is very close to Industrial. So if you find yourself landing towards Industrial and you notice it's a hot spot, there's too many people, you can turn around and go into Black Market. This is a very good area if you're by yourself because there's a lot of cash. However, if you land with some enemies, it quickly turns into chaos. I do recommend going right into the building so you have some cover if you're getting shot at, and you pray that there's going to be some guns inside. If you're lucky and you clear out Black Market, then you have all the loot to yourself. Now this does come with some pretty decent loot. I mean, there are some okay guns, but the attraction here is all the cash. You have both the red and the purple buy stations on site, so whatever cash you scavenge up, and if you're just short on whatever weapon you want, you can purchase it out of the red vending machine and then go right over to the purple buy station and get all of your upgrades. What's really great about this area is the fact that there is an insurance station right next to it. You just take the zip line up and it is directly across from you. Industrial. This is a mid-tier loot area. Comes with 2 gun crates, 2 med crates, and 1 cash crate. This is a very popular area for people to drop. It's always guaranteed action if you drop here. I usually try to land up front by the front buildings. That way I can grab some loot and hit insurance because I'm probably going to die at least once. This place is massive. As you can see, there are plenty of warehouses, so that means it's guaranteed to come with AI. If you kill the AI, you are always going to get either a self-revive or a fat stack of cash. This comes with all the buy stations on site. You got the purple station right here, a red station next to me, and of course the insurance that I showed you at first. So even if you don't get the weapon crates, these warehouses have multi-levels of loot. If you and your whole squad land there, you are guaranteed to have whatever weapon you are looking for. As you can see here on the map, here's the red and the purple buy station. There's that insurance station up front, and there's also a purple buy station near on the right hand side. Bridgehead Town. This one's located near Industrial and also just south of the Relic Ruins. This is low tier loot. It only comes with 2 medical boxes and cash. There are a few buildings you can loot from, but honestly the loot's not all that great. The only good thing about this area is that you have an insurance station and a purple buy station just off site. The Lumberjacks. This place is right next to the crash site. This also is low tier loot and only comes with 1 weapon crate. It does have a few areas to loot from. This would be great for like 1 person to land at. Some of the loot is just laying on the staircase, and make sure you check the small shacks as well. This one has a red vending machine, and between you and the crash site there is an insurance station. If you just take the zip line, you can go right over to the crash site. Don't forget to scoop up your insurance if you have enough cash, and do check the tent because they do stash cash inside there as well. Now this has such low tier loot that it doesn't even pop up to tell you that it has loot. However, in each part of the airplane there is some loot. I managed to find some cash, ammo, and even a few guns. Again, possibly okay for just 1 person to land at. Just outside the crash site is the jail. This honestly reminds me of prison from PUBG, the picture on the right. This does have an insurance station on the right hand side just off a site, so if you are that one that forgot to watch the F and Hate It video to figure out where things were and you just get murked the moment you land because you don't have anything, your people can buy you back just off site. This is a mid-tier loot area coming in with a gun crate, 2 med crates, and 1 cash crate. Now inside the prison you have 2 floors and a rooftop. Now during the end of the beta this turned into a hot zone. I don't know if it was just because it was a new addition or the fact that this is a decent area to drop. This does come with a purple station on site. There is the insurance station that I showed you before just off site, and there is a red station that is right over there in area 0. Now area 0 is literally just right next to the jail. This is a low tier area with 2 med crates and 1 cash crate. Now honestly this is just almost like an expansion to the prison. I only come over here to hit the red station, get a couple more meds and a little more cash before I get out of there. Or if I notice there are way too many people hitting the jail. High Road Motel, another low tier loot area, but it's better than the crash site. We have 2 medical crates and 1 cash crate. This one does have insurance right on site. So this one wasn't all that, it just had some buildings that you could grab some loot from, and of course since you have the insurance station, you just purchase insurance on the way out. This would be an okay area to stop by in case you died at Night Town and you need to redeploy somewhere else. You can gear back up over here and then go back to Old Town or Night Town to continue to fight, or just move on. Seahorn Town. This is high tier loot coming in with a high tier diamond crate, a weapon crate, a medical crate, and a cash crate. This is a very big area as well, so even if you don't get these weapon crates, you can still manage to scavenge stuff out of the buildings, most likely land an HK or an AK Alpha, kill the person who got the diamond crate, and then move on. Now this one does have insurance and a red vending machine on site. There's an insurance and a purple station just off site as well, very close. So if you just take the redeploy out and go 1 location over, you will see Hider Ranch. This is one of my favorite areas actually. It claims to be a mid-tier loot, but it has 1 of every crate. That is this location right here. And somebody already beat me here, so things have been looted. But you can see it is a very open area. It does come with an insurance station on site and a red vending machine in the middle of it, with another insurance station on the opposite side of it. As I was gliding in, I realized I was getting shot at, so I was forced to land and take the guy out, but at least I got to recover the loot. So there is loot inside of all of the barns, and also that is where all the crates are. I did want to show you the insurance and the purple buy station a little better from this angle. You can see right there across the street is where it's at. Now let's go to Hider Town. This is a mid-tier loot. It only comes with 1 weapon crate and 2 medical crates. The good thing about this is there is a red buy station right on site. This would be okay for a person to land at because not only do they get the weapon crate, but they should be able to get fully geared up after they clear out all of the buildings and hit the red buy station on the way out. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out till then.